I was just saying, I'm glad I'm on the air with this. When I was starting my broadcasting and starting on radio, I didn't get any airtime with the American, with the American public at all. When I ended up doing the bilingual station, I got so much support so fast that was getting nominated already for Best Radio Show, which is Bioli Awards, which is Spanish bilingual awards, and also Sacramento Awards. That they do support the people and I'm with stars, and they're supporting me, and they're taking selfies with me, like with Mark Anthony's father and everything. And I was just blown away because they're so down to earth and they just love to support each other. So I got a lot of love from my Hispanic, community, and I never would have thought it was so fast. It's a yeah, it's true.
So I do admire that because in my community, sometimes the black community, we don't support each other.
For real.
So, I'm just saying, a lot of people say you shouldn't say this, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
And this is our girl. She's putting a fashion show together.
Yes.
King.
Takia?
Takia.
Yes.
Why I want to call you King?
I have
But
no
you
idea.
know your bowing name is Mr.
Takia. December. Takia. Yes, that is very true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my daughter's name is Takia. She just turned 30.
Oh.
Yeah, she just turned 30. So Takia, I got it now.
Takia.
Okay, so how do you feel about the support that you're getting from the African community?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel that I am getting the support like I'm supposed to get the support. One of my bigger sponsors was a Caucasian, and he sponsored almost $10,000. A big sponsor for our venue, for our event. So it's not always the people that you think it's going to be.
Right.
It's unlikely.
Always.
And people from different nations, they have a different mindset. As us as African Americans, we only think within. That's why I'm really excited about doing this global fashion show, because usually when you see designers, they're only as a black designer or only as a black clientele. Well, we have to have some diversity. Definitely.
Yes.
And I think as African Americans, we don't teach that to our children. We're so closed-minded.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we say, oh, I only want to be in the black community, when you can learn from a lot of people that are from different countries.
I tell that to guys, I have landscapers, they're not making any money, it's slow. I say, where you working at? And they tell me where you working at. I say, your butt, and see, I'm a straight shooter. I tell it exactly how it is. Your ass needs to go over there where working at.
I know, you all about that.
You know Mr. Kidd,
Yes. Yes.
It's just the way it flows out. And some people it's kind of harsh, but I'm telling you the truth. You cannot stay in a zip code where you stay in and try to make money. You got to go outside those zip codes.
And two, one thing that I learned with doing this, it's not always about the numbers. It's about the quality of people that's there.
Right.
Because I can have an event with 100 quality people that's going to invest in these designers, then have 400 people that's in there, and everyone comes out broke.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm taking this event quality, and I may not have everybody come and support it at a $95 ticket, but the right clientele is going to be there.
Yeah.
People that have an understanding of quality.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I learned. I can say I recently did an event, and that's why it's so important, us as African Americans, we so moved by what we see. You cannot be moved by what you see. You cannot be moved by numbers. You cannot be moved by crowds, because your blessing could come in a crowd of 5 people.
Yeah.
I just did an event, I would say about 3 months ago. It was probably about 25 people in there, and I did a fashion show. Do you know, in that fashion show, that night I sold a dress for $500. It was about between $400 to $500. I saw, and then my sponsor that helped sponsor my event was in that venue of only 25 people.
Right.
So I'm using that as an example to say that exactly.
Wow.
That was one of my biggest sponsors. Paid for us to go to New York when I went to New York Fashion Week. his model, he paid for us to go to New York, took care of our hotel accommodations for us because he believed and he saw the vision.
That's amazing.
And so he was one of my greatest supporters in a crowd of only 25 people.
That's deep.
Okay. Wow. Sweet. So don't be when you have a small number, because hey, it can be an impact. Right there, right in that small number. A big crowd with a bunch of, I don't like to call nobody losers. I mean, with people that ain't gonna spend no money. How about that?
Yeah. And you can even relate that to the word because Jesus, when he performed miracles, he didn't perform miracles. His greatest miracles came when it was least likely situations. It wasn't big crowds when he was performing big miracles with the lady with the issue of blood. It wasn't a bunch of people around her.
Right.
So we can't be moved by crowds.
No. And you have to stay open-minded. Don't be so narrow-minded.
Yes.
Don't be inside of your box. You know, I mean, you have to grow, and the way to grow is to expand yourself.
Absolutely.
And network. Get to know people, especially if you're in a business, game. But, I mean, it only betters yourself, and also it makes you a really highly intelligent person. And your girl Mimi with the lovely Miss Norris.
Yes. Takia. Yes. That was good.